What's up, shutties?
What's up?
What's up?
Lostqaz. So funny story, dude. I was watching the trailer on YouTube, and I was like, "What the hell is this? Squid Games, right? Netflix Squid Games."
Yeah.
So I was like, "I'll check it out, right?" So I watched the trailer, and I was like, "Man, this shit looks stupid. I'm not gonna watch it." And people in the comments were like, "It actually looks interesting, this and that."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm not gonna
Were you
watch
just
it."
like-
Oh yeah, so I was just looking at the comments, and then later on, right, a couple of weeks passed by,
Yeah.
and then dude, that thing just starts taking off, bro. Squid Games.
I thought it was Squad Game when I first read it, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was Squad Game, and they're like, "What are you talking about, Squad?" They say, "Oh, it's Squid." I was like, what's going on?" Can't read.
Everybody blew it up, dude. They started making all these memes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. So I decided to watch it. And then I'm not gonna lie, when I watch a show, I fast forward. So I'll keep hitting the forward button through the
Yeah.
whole show.
Why? You're like watching
he's
all
trying to
Only
make it like
action,
the
bro.
fun
Only
part.
action.
Because I don't want to, I'll watch the action and then I don't want to just sit there wasting my time, you know?
Yeah.
I even stopped watching sports because I thought it was a waste of time.
Where'd I go?
I used to be a diehard sports fan, bro. I used to watch NBA, NFL, boxing. Like today, I missed a boxing fight just to do this shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, and that was I guess you could say a big fight. So when I fast forward through shows, I get it done quick, and then Plus, I feel like I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good show, but it wasn't all that like people made it out to be, you know.
I feel like it was just a good show to watch.
Yeah.
There's
You think
nothing
it was
really
overhyped?
else to watch right now.
It was over.
How much would you guys rate it?
It had a good storyline.
How much would you guys rate it out of 10? Starting from Qasim.
Okay, go.
I'd give it a 8.
8? What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll give it like like, if the ending wasn't so bad, then I would give it like a 10.
Bro, I like that ending.
I like the ending
Nah,
too. It
the
brought some
ending-
mystery, bro. Because
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, I was gonna say my theory, but he hasn't seen it, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
haven't
forget
seen
it.
it. We'll see it on next
Wait,
episode.
next
Yeah.
time,
Next episode,
watch it.
guys,
So next time we can give our theories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make sure to watch it. Do you guys have any like scary movies or shows you guys have seen?
Yeah, a lot, bro.
Since it's coming to Halloween season, you already know.
An underrated one is called The Fourth Kind.
Never heard of it.
It's about aliens
Oh,
and people documenting how they're in Alaska and they're documenting how aliens would come and terrorize them. What's the scariest you've seen?
Scariest I've seen, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was like when I was 12, probably Chucky.
Chucky? Dude, that was the very first movie I've seen. The first
Bro,
one. My
I'm gonna be
dad.
honest with you guys,
What scared you?
bro. I'd be like, ah.
What was the scariest one you've seen? You said Conjuring?
I think
Conjuring is a show, right? Or is it? a
Conjuring's a
movie?
movie,
Oh,
but
it's a movie.
Insidious is pretty
Insidious? Okay, that one's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, brother?
Not gonna lie, I hadn't seen any like actual horror movies until we watched Conjuring, and it was garbage.
What do you think was the best one you've seen?
Conjuring.
Best storyline or best like scary overall?
Best scary movie you've seen?
Probably Conjuring was a good storyline and it was scary too. So
Do you
yeah.
guys
I
like
watched the third one.
Do you guys like the Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees movies?
I haven't watched those yet.
Haven't?
No.
Those are pretty good. You like
Have
them?
you seen? I haven't seen them, but I'm trying to check out the new one, the Halloween.
Oh, that
what's
one.
it
Yeah,
called?
it's
Halloween
It's
what?
gonna be pretty
It's-
sick. What else? My brother was talking about what's that movie? Hell, something Hell?
Hellboy?
No.
You ever seen Hellboy?
Road to Hell?
Maybe.
Highway to Hell,
Highway
bro.
to Hell.
Oh,
I
Highway
can't
to
believe
Hell,
you
yeah.
remembered that shit. That shit was a classic, bro. I saw it as a kid.
What was that one about?
It's an old movie, so it's made in 1991. It's about this guy. It's a cult classic movie. So
Oh.
what he does is they take a road they're not supposed to,
Uh-huh.
and then while he's driving, I guess he's about to fall asleep. He's about to crash, and this cop from hell comes and takes his girl, and he disappears off into hell, and so he has to go get her back from hell.
Oh shit.
It's a pretty funny movie.
Isn't it?
Are you guys scared
Yeah.
of like witches, ghosts, stuff like that? Do you guys
Yeah.
have any experiences or anything?
No, not personally.
Not me, bro.
To be honest, now, bro.
Yeah, we knew people that were possessed, but I'll probably tell you guys that another time. It was my brother had an experience. It was in Pakistan. Our aunt's maid, she was possessed.
We talked
like
about it in the last
Feroz,
one.
Possessed.
Yeah, she was possessed. And then our uncles, they had a big house that was being built, and then those jinns started moving into their second floor. They would hear kids playing and laughing late at night.
Oh,
Damn,
that gives me
that's
the
creepy,
chills.
bro.
Yeah, they would hear kids playing and laughing and stuff. And then when I used to stay there, I would stay at the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll never go to the second floor because it was creepy, bro. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't made at that time, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I would sit there. I remember in that house, I would watch the Evil Dead movies, scary movies.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you guys ever seen Evil Dead, dude, those are good classic movies too. Evil Dead, they're really funny with Bruce. I
I'll
think
make sure to check them out after this.
what's that guy's name? Bruce something. Bruce Campbell. He's hella funny. Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 3. Check that one out. That's just hella funny, bro. You haven't heard any scary stories or had any paranormal experiences?
I mean, nah, bro. Just my sister's friend back in town. It was just like her friend was like washing her hands in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden like there's actual blood coming from like the sink itself.
Oh, was it back in India?
Yeah, it was back in India. Yeah, and I heard that school was like, how do we say it? Like possessed by
You want me to
like.
explain it? All right,
ghosts, yeah.
so back in India, like we went to this high school, school, right? But it had like 12th grade all the way to preschool, right? So there was just a huge ass school.
Yeah.
And then I guess his sister's friend, she went into like the top floor because that's where she studied, right? And then right above the floor, that's where the bathroom was, where you go to the bathroom. And then usually no one really goes on that floor because that floor is usually empty, right? And then and then right next to the school there's a graveyard, right? And then next to the graveyard there was like an old ass church. But yeah, so people used to like think that the school was like haunted in a way, or like super scary. So then when she went up there, I think the lights closed, right? And then when it opened back up, and then there was blood coming out of the faucet instead of like regular water, right? There was blood, and then did she pass out or did she just run back down?
She just ran back down. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
I was-
you get scared when you see blood.
Yeah.
Actually, like coming from the faucet, you know. And then she just ran back down. She told everybody, and then I guess she didn't have no proof or
Yeah,
anything.
so no one really believed her,
Nobody
but-
believed her.
Nobody believed her.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's crazy, dude.
Do you
But
guys believe in that stuff, like
I
hauntings
believe.
and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like that could happen.
Like 100%?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What made you guys believe in it? Just from the beginning, from stories,
Like-
or what?
Nah, just from the beginning, bro. Like,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
like everything's that's been happening, like to other people, not just towards me, to other people. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like something like scary probably exists. You know, I can't just be like, oh no, nothing exists like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like something probably exists.
What about you?
What about you?
Yeah, I feel like since the beginning, I feel like probably stuff like that exists.
Do you think our parents fed that into us, or like we've been like
Nah,
by
bro,
society fed that into us?
you just the society itself.
For us, it's our culture, bro.
Oh, culture.
They have a lot of stories about people getting possessed and then having to be taken to
yeah.
to a priest for exorcism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do that.
So what? Like, how do they say people get possessed in your guys' culture or belief system?
Basically, like, just like their mind basically just gets possessed, and then you just go to like the mandir, and then over there you just pray to God, and then like over time eventually get better and better. But some people they don't. Then
But do they say how a person gets possessed?
Oh,
For
no,
what reason?
I haven't really researched
Never
about that.
looked it up.
No, never.
Never
But
heard.
like just like going on with this topic, is like they have like this little priest thing, right? They have like this one object. They like put some holy water and stuff like that on top of the person, and then they say their prayers, and then they make the person like come back to life because there's like possession inside them.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like an exorcism, but like
yeah,
in like I guess our religion way.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What about
pretty
you guys?
scary though, like to just like witness somebody like literally getting possessed and then not getting possessed. It's scary.
Yeah.
So these people were on a reservation, right? And then they weren't natives, but there were natives there that wanted them there, and there was also like a group that didn't want them. And then apparently, I don't know if they were like, people said they were like a witchcraft type thing, I guess. I don't know if this is true, the story I heard, but apparently they tried like cursing them or something. And then I forgot if they were in like a tent or like a building, but they said they would hear like these weird creatures outside of their tent or building type thing. And then when they would go out, there was nothing there at night, right? But when they woke up, they saw like looked like something had been dragged right in front of their tent or building about where they're living.
That's scary.
And then the vehicle that they came in with, it also had its tires slashed. So I feel like it was just the people who didn't like them trying to scare them, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
That was about it. That was like the only
For
story
ours,
that I heard.
we say like Jaddu Dona, like that's what we basically
Yeah.
believe
For
in.
those that don't know what Jadoo Tuna is, it's pretty much black magic.
Yeah.
Black magic or trying to do witchcraft on someone.
Yeah,
You
like
guys believe in black magic?
yeah,
Yeah.
like in India, like people just curse someone else,
Yeah.
like cause they know that type of stuff. I feel like, cause then they know how to like play with like the you know how like Ouija boards basically like
Yeah.
they know how to do that. They know how to like call the demon and like send it towards someone.
Yeah.
I feel like they know how to do that. They could just curse someone and just basically ruin their life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that. They like make a circle on the ground, and then somebody walks into it like unknowingly, and then basically that curse is like from your curse, it just goes to them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what happens. Like to get rid of your curse, you basically have to put it on someone else.
So is that like the process of black magic and stuff?
No. That's just like one thing people do in India.
To try to get rid of their black the person.
To
their
get
curse.
rid of their like you know, let's say like you're having hella like unluck, right? Like you want to get rid of your
So you
unluck.
pass it on to someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Damn,
you
bro.
just pass it on to someone else. You just, or you even what people used to do, they used to knock on other people's houses and used to say some like prayer, and then that like your luck just transferred into them.
Yeah,
That's what they
yeah.
believe.
I've heard about that spot.
Yeah, they used to do that in India. I don't know if how like true that is, but that's like been like villages. That's what they used to like.
Yeah.
That's where all like the stories develop from.
Do people to this day still do
I mean, they
black
must.
magic?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is black magic like contacting with like the demon basically?
So black magic, they'll do other things like such as try to get some like a piece of something, like say a hair or a nail.
Yeah.
They'll try to do something and then they'll curse that person, or they'll put something in the food. That's another common way of people doing black magic on someone. They'll put something in their food.
Yeah.
They'll have them eat it or drink it,
Mhm.
and then that person, next thing they know, their life is all messed up, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't know what's going on until
Yeah.
they go to a priest or someone that knows, you know?
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, you're good, bro.
I heard black magic, like people in elementary school used to say, like if you pick up a coin, it could be like black magic. Is that true? Like
Yeah, some people
Like-
say that's true. That's
You
why
know,
our
like-
parents used to say,
Mhm.
don't pick that stuff up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Since
I
then,
never
I've
heard that.
never picked up any.
You haven't heard of
coins,
that?
Just,
What
just
was it?
because of black
So like
magic.
people like do some curse on the coin, they drop it, 'cause knowingly that somebody's gonna pick it up. So whoever picks it up, they basically get that
They get
curse.
cursed?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, so
That's-
there's a lot of way people would do treachery and stuff, and they'll try to get people with the curses. That's why even on Halloween, my parents used to be worried about us trick or treating because
Oh, yeah.
they're like, you don't know what the person did to the candy or whatever you're eating. You don't know what that
That's
person
true,
did.
yeah, you know.
For real.
I had a friend that lived down the street. He said that one day they were just outside the house. I don't know what happened, but they found a bag of bones wrapped up in like a rag. Not a bag of bones, but just bones wrapped up in a rag. And I was like, dude, somebody's probably trying to curse you guys.
Yeah.
Put a hex on you, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's like literally like conjuring the goat head bone thing
Yeah.
that they had under the house.
The funny thing is, I was playing Call of Duty like a couple of weeks ago, and there's this homie from Mexico, and we were talking to him, and I was just like curious. I just like asking people random questions. I was like, so do you guys believe in black magic? He's like, oh yeah, it happened to us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I asked him what happened. From what I understood, the guy said that bad stuff started randomly happening in their family, like bad stuff. I didn't really go into detail because he didn't know too much English. Like he knew English, but I couldn't understand it.
Oh.
And he said what they did was they went to another person, and that person was like, "You guys have black magic being done on you."
I don't get why people do that. Though.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Have
just
you-
so
oh, no,
dumb.
sorry.
Out of jealousy, bro.
I was gonna say, have you heard of like gypsy witches type thing?
No, I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard
Gypsy,
that?
I've never even.
Gypsies
Okay.
are those like fortune
Gypsies,
tellers?
gypsies were those people that used to travel. They're like nomadic.
Yeah, nomadic.
They travel in
I
groups.
thought-
Gypsies, from what I know, they're like you said, nomadic people. They would keep moving, stay mobile, and then they were usually large groups or whatever. And they would, I believe, a lot of them were Romanian, as far as I can tell. A lot of Romanian people are gypsies, from what I've heard. But so pretty much they could like bewitch. I guess I don't think that's the correct term for it, but like bewitch objects. So you'd hear like jewelry, like some like I heard this one story. So if this person didn't like who this man got married to, they asked like the leader of their group, like the lady I guess, to bewitch some jewelry, and then she wore it, and then she ended up dying actually.
Damn.
This is also very similar. This is actually surprising because this story also lines up with a TV show. Have you Peaky Blinders? Have you heard of it?
Yeah, a lot of people tell me to watch it.
It's
but
pretty
I haven't
fire,
seen it.
but
I might
it's
check it
literally-
out soon.
What's it
Pretty
about?
much Britain
gangs
gangs,
and Britain.
mafia
Oh.
type stuff.
Yeah.
But and there's a scene literally in there, pretty much same thing. I forgot what was the reason, but oh yeah, it was this royal family gave the main character Tommy this jewel, and it was like bewitched by. She said your wife's wearing a jewel bewitched by a gypsy, and then I believe that same night, a few minutes later in the show, she gets shot in the stomach and dies.
Wow.
Oh shit.
While we're on the topic of black magic, people don't realize that Hollywood, they do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Corrupt.
They-
Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Supposedly, I can't say for sure because God knows best. But from what I've researched, they mess with that like big time. You guys know what the Hollywood actually is?
No.
Do you know what Hollywood actually is?
No.
So a Hollywood was a tree, right? The Druid priests from the pagans, they would use that to cast spells.
What the
shit?
That's what a Hollywood is. They would use it for witchcraft and stuff. The Druids would use that wood, so because they thought it had some kind of power. So if you take that from that name and you connect it, what do you think Hollywood is about? They're pretty much programming people.
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's always agendas happening behind the scenes. They're always trying to control people to think a certain way.
They're programming your brain.
Yeah, that's one thing you guys can think about.
You think that's
this
all,
week.
like
That's
all,
crazy.
like,
I'm just thinking about like
Yeah.
Hollywood.
you think that's what like Hollywood, Bollywood, and all of them?
I don't know about Bollywood, but I think these entertainment industries, they're all connected in some way.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's crazy. So that's why people were saying when you watch Harry Potter, people are gonna get pissed about this too. But I don't give a shit. But they're saying that's why when people watch Harry Potter, they're doing all that magic stuff. They're like literally casting spells on people.
Damn.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. Like when they're doing the spells and stuff,
Yeah.
and then people like copy it, they're actually casting spells, something like that.
they're just straight phrases that actually do stuff that the
Yes,
higher ups on them say.
That's what I'm hearing, bro.
That's
When I
a sick
researched
theory
it.
though.
It's pretty crazy, bro. Supposedly you have to sacrifice animals and stuff.
For black magic?
Like, what do you mean? Can you like be more
Like
specific?
humans and animals, or just animals?
I don't know if it's humans, but I know some people do it with animals like chickens and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like black magic on chickens?
No, no.
They sacrifice the chicken.
Sacrifice.
Like-
yeah, that's what I'm
You-
saying. Like, can you?
Yeah, so elaborate. They get chickens, right? I guess it's a contract with a demon or something like that. Or supposedly selling your soul. I don't know what it is. But they slit the chicken, right? And the blood, they use the blood or the demons feed off the blood. I don't know what it is exactly. I'm gonna have to look it up again. But you sacrifice the animal and the demon brings you more powers for magic, black magic. And then you can do whatever you want from then on.
Yeah.
I was gonna save this for the Squid Game, but I don't know. I'll just say it right now. I don't know if you guys noticed. You know, at the dinner scene,
What dinner scene? Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
they
yeah.
had the
When
dinner
the
scene dinner?
three- yeah.
you saw the triangle.
Yeah.
They're sitting in a
Yeah,
triangle.
yeah,
You
yeah.
notice what's under the table?
No.
It's the black and white Masonic checkerboard.
What the hell does
Oh.
that mean?
You know about
Checkerboard.
the Masonic checkerboard?
Checkerboard.
So the Masons, they have a checkerboard they put on floors.
Uh-huh.
So to them, from what I researched, I'm not saying it's true, but from what I've researched, to them it's the concept of duality, white and black. You don't know what duality is right now, but I'll explain later.
Uh-huh.
But pretty much it's saying both sides of the coin are the same. Wrong is right, right is wrong. It goes back to that Baphomet statue, you know, the one that does that? The goat head.
Oh yeah.
So that's duality. So it points up, as above, so below. Wrong is right, right is wrong. So it's the same thing. So in that scene, they had a triangle, the table, with the checkerboard underneath.
Damn, I didn't see that, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
noticed
realize
that
that.
stuff, huh?
I didn't even realize
You didn't
that.
realize it? Go back. If you watch that scene, check it out, bro.
It's the dining table one.
It's a dining
Yeah,
table. You'll know what I'm
it's
talking
like-
about.
it's like the last
isn't
one.
like episode 7?
It's,
Yeah,
it's
like
almost
episode
the ending
8.
one. It's the ending. I think that flew over a lot of people's head. I don't know.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
dude.
I just
looking
honestly,
at
like,
characters.
after doing all that like research and stuff, you just start catching up on it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then Netflix, you know, they got their own shit. They're like trying to show people, but yeah, so it's a triangle with the Masonic checkerboard underneath. A lot of these celebrities, they would have that floor in their houses and stuff, like Prince.
Just like a checkerboard floor.
Yeah,
Have you
I'll tell you about it, but yeah.
Have you also seen, speaking of the celebrities having the checkerboard in their house, a lot of celebrities have like the Egyptian god statues,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like not, I don't know if they're gods.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
was gonna save that for
like
another episode,
rod
but
or-
yeah,
oh.
it goes back to the Egyptian days. That's with black magic too and all that stuff.
You know how a lot of celebrities have sphinxes? You know the sphinx, the big cat
cat-
statue,
the
cat
cat-
thing,
Oh, yeah,
cat
yeah.
dude thingy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them have like Egyptian statues like that in their house,
Mhm.
and then people say it's like just like Masonic calendar. It means something.
Yeah,
It has a meaning behind it.
it's called like esoteric symbolism.
Yeah.
And then another funny story about a Ouija board. So I don't really mess with Ouija boards, and I was surprised my dad knew what a Ouija board was. But
Your dad knows what
yeah,
it is?
my dad knows a Ouija board. So this was years ago, dude. Like probably I was almost graduating high school, So my uncle has a lot of rental properties, and we were just with him, and then randomly he opens a cabinet. He's like, "You guys want to play this?"
Oh,
and it's a
shit.
Ouija board. And my dad's like, "Nah, I've heard bad stuff about that. Forget that, you know."
Yeah.
And then he's like, he started laughing. He puts it back in, and then one of our friends, he buys a Ouija board, bro.
Oh.
And he bought a Ouija board. And him and his friends were supposed to go do it in the school. And I don't know what happened that night, but they backed out. And then when he started hearing stories from us about it, he's like, "Man, I'm going to get rid of this." And then he ends up throwing it in the trash. But
You're not supposed to do that, huh?
Yeah.
You're supposed to give it to someone. That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't think, he never really messed with it, so I don't think it really mattered, you know?
No, but he's still throwing it in the trash though.
Yeah, I don't know. I know people say burn, whatever, but I don't know.
I would never.
Yeah, I know either. Yeah, you could burn it or you could just give it to someone else.
I would have just dumped it in the river, bro.
Yeah,
Same.
that's
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom saw it sitting right there on the table. She tripped out, bro. She
Really?
Who brought
Yeah,
this shit in
my
our
You just
mom
put it
saw
inside
that.
the house?
Yeah, I brought it in the garage. It was
Oh.
here.
But do you think it's all real?
Dude, I've been hearing a lot of mixed stories. Some people say it's real, some people say it's fake. It's one of those things where I just leave it be, so I don't know what to believe.
Because at first
I
I used to be like, bro,
personally feel like-
dude, obviously
You
they're.
think it's real?
Yeah.
First I used to be like, bro, they're just moving it themselves. But then
Yeah.
after, like, I feel like it might just actually be real. Because, like,
Because
I
I've
don't know.
seen like, oh.
But I feel like if it was real, wouldn't it be harder to get?
Yeah, I'm not sure, dude. Because you know all these YouTubers and influencers,
Yeah.
they all make fake videos,
Yeah.
bro. So it's hard to tell what's real, what's fake.
But there's like some ghost hunters. It's like they do it in like haunted tunnels, haunted like hotels and stuff like that, motels. And I feel like it's actually real, so I believe in Ouija boards. I stay away from it, but
Do you guys believe in those EMF readers, like when it spikes up whenever like
Oh,
you're near a
no.
ghost or something,
I
or,
don't know
or,
about
I
that.
understood that stuff.
or
I don't
like
think it is real.
when you have like a radio thing and then you say something to it and then you hear something back, do you think that's real?
Frequency,
Yeah,
nah.
I personally don't, but I never mess with it,
I-
so I can't say it's not.
I feel like frequencies it could be real. Cause like
I feel like
frequencies,
if I witnessed in real life, I might believe it. But I mean, these are shows. I've only seen like shows on YouTube. You can just add that in.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But if you guys could visit any haunted place, which one would you visit
Alcatraz.
and why?
Alcatraz isn't haunted.
Alcatraz?
No, the
Yeah,
the
supposedly
bathroom,
it is.
bathroom's haunted.
Yeah, supposedly it's haunted.
Wait, the haunted story that you've heard about is it about the dude in the bathroom?
No, I heard about these people. They go in a cell and it gets really cold.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
What were you
But-
saying? What's
So
up?
the one I heard, the sister told me, but so there was a dude in the bathroom showers, and then he used to play the violin or like some instrument, I guess, and then all the other prisoners hated him for it or something like that.
Mhm.
So they barricaded the doors, turned on all the bats, and I guess somehow drowned the entire room.
Wow.
And then so he died. But so they say if you go into the room now, I don't think you're allowed to right now though. But they say if you go into the room, you can hear a violin play.
What the hell?
You
Would
never
you
heard
stop
that?
playing with him?
No,
I'd run, bro.
run for my life and just play some, you know.
Yeah.
That's
We were on the
something-
topic of like talking about like those readers that you were saying. I was watching a FaZe Rug video. He was like with some professional like
I think he makes the fakest videos.
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, go on.
He
bro.
was with some professional. You guys should check him out. I don't
Yeah.
know their name. But
Oh my gosh, TV.
no, not
I
that
think
guy.
I got you.
That
I
guy-
think he
that-
fixes stuff.
It
too.
was
Really?
Sam,
I feel like he
Sam
is,
and
yeah.
somebody else, but they're like some professionals. I was just talking about them. So they
Sam and
actually
Kobe?
had Sam and Kobe. Yeah.
Those fools, I think they fake their stuff too.
Yeah, I don't know, but they had some readers on them, and then they're like, oh, it goes up, and then they actually got some like Holy Spirit priest to go in the house and like go bless the house, but I guess it didn't work because there was still ghosts there, and then they went to the hotel. It was like all crazy. We can
Bro,
talk
think
about it
about
next
it.
episode.
All these YouTubers,
Yeah, they're trying
they
to.
all
For
go
the
to this
views, bro.
haunted place, right? Supposedly, and then somehow that thing follows them home, and they start
Yeah.
making a whole new series on it. I don't know. I don't believe
Yeah, I
that,
don't
bro.
believe that.
The one I do believe, before I get to you, sorry to cut you off, is there's a guy who used to explore abandoned caves, and he goes into one of them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's a chain swinging around, and
Yeah.
I heard this one.
he's like, I'm gonna turn back, and
Yeah.
he walks out. He's like, I'm gonna go.
See,
back
that's what
up.
like, cause those are like genuine. He literally just gets the clip and just uploads it right away.
Yeah.
So I don't think those could be.
You could hear the fear in his voice. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around now.
Cause I saw one guy. He just does like random exploring. Right, he goes into like mines.
Yeah.
And one time he went to a mine. He went like deeper and deeper, and then he like started hearing voices, and like you could literally like hear his voice just tremble, right? And then he went a little bit more. He's like, "Oh, I need to see what this is." And then he started fucking like hearing yelling from the other side. He just fucking ran back. I was like, "What the hell? That's
That's-
scary." Well, let me tell you a scary story my brother's coworker had. So he used to work at the Cinemark, right? And then he was a security guard, my brother's coworker. And then at the end of the night, it's only the security guard and the cashier guy left, right? And then you guys just clean up the whole place, and then you guys just dip afterwards, like once your work is done. So what the security guard does, he goes into each movie theater room, and he goes on top, right, just to see like down if anybody's over there, and then he goes underneath and he checks over there too, right, if anybody's over there.
Yeah.
So what he did was he went on the top room where the lighting is, where they like display the movies, and he looked from there, right, and he saw a guy sitting in the benches. And he was like, what? And then he kind of like waited for a second because he's like, oh, I might just be seeing this, right? And he looked back down and it's still there. And then he ran back downstairs just to see where it was, right? And then he went down there, it wasn't there anymore, right? He looks back up, it's literally right in the room where he was before. Yeah, after that he just dipped. He just ran outside and then he didn't get back over there, bro.
It happened at Cinemark?
It happened in this Cinemark, the one that we
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That was one time that he told me, I was like, dude, that's
Maybe
crazy.
the ghost wanted a free movie, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
Did he
scary.
quit?
Huh?
Did he quit?
No, he still worked there because he said he's had that like a lot of times.
Oh, it's happened a lot?
Like a couple of times, yeah. But then the next time he gets people with him to go.
Is it towards the nighttime?
Yeah, always at the nighttime because that's when he like close the whole theater down, and then that's when he usually like sees stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit. I wonder what that is, bro.
It's scary because dude, okay, how could something literally just be looking at if you're right there, right?
Yeah.
How could it just go up there? Because like yeah, I think there's an elevator that goes up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how could it just do that? It's weird.
Supposedly, I don't know if you guys heard, there's a lady in white that walks around here.
Oh, really?
Sometimes. Yeah.
I've
So
heard
back
that.
in the days,
I think you told me about
one
that.
of our boys back in the days, they're coming back home from somewhere, and there's a lady they said they saw walking, right? And she's just walking bare feet in white dress.
Damn.
And then they pull over. They ask her. They said, "Do you need any help or anything?" They said she kept walking, bro. She didn't even answer them, and so they just drove off.
I would never stop like that, bro.
When
It was right here, dude, right down the street. It happened
That's scary, dude.
by the park, bro. Yeah.
Cause I know people have like scary experiences, like when they're just driving down like a lonely street at like nighttime,
Right.
they just see like a person just sitting there just walking by. I would never stop, bro.
Yeah.
I just be like they're going on their way. Just
I always get creeped out when I'm driving at night and I just see some like random just chilling there.
Literally, bro.
Which haunted place would you visit? I'll start off.
Hey, you
with-
answer first. Yeah.
Alcatraz, because it's.
Oh yeah, you said
Oh, yeah, you
Alcatraz.
actually, you go first. Cause I think so.
I don't know.
Really, like, I'm scared of ghosts and stuff. I'm gonna just put it out there. Like, I actually
It's all
believe in
good.
them,
Yeah, yeah.
but I really want to visit the graveyard. Yeah, that's
you
the
tell
one.
us yours, bro.
There's a lot I want to visit. I want to visit. You know that Queen Mary ship?
Oh yeah.
I don't. Can you like?
So supposedly it's a big ship. People spend the night there, and it's haunted. It's called the Queen Mary.
There's a room. It's like 311 something like that, and that one's haunted. Like that's where
Every
most of
day
the shit happens.
screaming.
Yeah.
Every day chairs get flipped. Everything gets
Yeah.
flipped. The showers get turned on and off.
The
water gets
Omar
turned
guy,
on.
he spent night in there.
Omar,
And then,
yeah.
so what he does is he records himself sleeping at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
You can literally see like something pulling the blanket off of him. And I'm like, bro, what is this?
That part's probably real. But
Yeah.
I feel like
what
his
else?
videos are real.
Yeah.
I think he faked some of them.
Some of them probably
Some
does.
for the content, but
Yeah.
I feel like most of the part is real since like most of the places he goes to is so popular.
Those are,
yeah.
I also want to go to the Winchester Hotel in San Jose.
I've heard of
Which
it.
one is that?
Never heard of it?
Mm-mm.
So back in the days, Winchester family, you know they make guns.
No.
Winchester
Okay,
revolvers.
so Winchester is a gun company,
Oh, okay.
and they were a family. So after the family, most of the family died. Only the sister was alive,
Mm-hmm.
and she got scared that all the people that died from their guns, they were gonna come back for her and haunt her. So what she did was she made a big old mansion with doors, like it's kind of like a maze, doors leading nowhere, and then
Shit.
doors leading to rooms. And
Oh,
it's a big tourist attraction. It's in San Jose, so that's the Winchester Hotel.
That's the
What-
People say it's haunted or
Well,
something.
why'd she put the doors that
Is
don't
it
do
abandoned?
anything?
To
Trick the ghosts?
To
To
trick the
confuse them,
ghosts,
yeah.
supposedly the spirits.
Imagine she got lost
Is
in
it
her own
abandoned?
house.
Wait, would you go alone though to these places that you mentioned?
No, I'd be with
No,
friends.
yeah,
I have to be
yeah.
with friends, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you can't just go alone.
it's not abandoned. It's a tourism spot now.
Oh, okay.
So they give tours around there. I know people that went, but they said it wasn't really scary. But I guess it's really scary for the staff that works there because they're the
Yeah.
ones that stay there, you know.
Yeah. And they can't really tell the customers like or the tourists like, oh yeah, we experienced this.
No,
'cause
they
they're
tell
never-
some scary
They
stories.
tell their stories.
It's cause that's what it's popular for.
Yeah.
It's known for like being scary.
And then I want to check out the Amityville Horror House. Horror. and then I want to check out the Conjuring house.
Yeah, Conjuring
Yeah,
one. That's the one
actually,
that I
that
should
one,
check out.
Yeah,
But I feel like, dude, wait. So what exactly happened in the house? Exactly what happened in the movie?
not exactly, but the people that did the ghost hunter people, the
Yeah.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
I knew this before the movie. They were husband and wife, I believe, but they used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go to every like paranormal case.
Yeah.
They used to go investigate.
And then I don't know, but in the movie it showed like Lorraine Warren, she would experience something every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So supposedly she was a medium, I guess.
Yeah. And then ghosts. She
Yeah,
just see
medium,
ghosts.
like she could sense the ghost.
Dude, only the scariest part. I think it was in the first Conjuring when they get outside the house, and then the kid comes up running to her, and then she's just looking up at the kid, and then she looks up, and there's just a girl hanging off the tree.
Yeah, that one's trippy.
Dude, I was like, I don't know. Wait, did they film it at the actual house, or was that like a prop place?
It was probably a studio house.
Yeah.
It might have been, but yeah, I want to check out the one.
I'll
But
check out
supposedly
that
the
one.
story was the family moved in and then they started experiencing like hauntings. There's a crazy haunting here too. One of my friends told me.
Oh really?
Yeah, so back in the days, there's a girl.
Mhm.
She was young, and her family, they worship the devil and stuff like that, and they would do satanic rituals.
Oh okay.
And they said she would get abused, and she started getting possessed. Right?
Oh, shit.
She got possessed, this and that.
And in this town?
Yeah, and
Damn.
people they called for help and everything. They called for help, and then when they called the priest had to do an exorcism for 6 months on her.
Damn.
And it turned out she was possessed by multiple demons. It wasn't even one; it was like hella of them, bro. 6 months exorcism.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Did
bro.
you do it like every day or every other day?
I don't know
every
how
other
it
week?
happened, but I wanted to this was before I started this podcast stuff.
Uh-huh.
I had this idea of trying to find that priest and interviewing him.
Oh.
It would have been a good. It would have been a
Priest,
good
bro. Damn.
interview. But I wanted to go find him, but I don't know how to get a hold of him. Maybe who knows? One day, if this stuff gets big, we'll probably start interviewing people like that. That'd be pretty sick. Huh?
Yeah, that would be pretty dope.
Like getting first-hand accounts of people who
Experience
actually
this stuff?
experience crazy stuff. You know?
I watched a video from Mr. Ballin. You know Mr. Ballin, right?
Yeah. He's
So
really
he was
good.
talking about this guy who used to work at NASA, right?
Yeah.
And he switched his NASA job into like a plumbing job because I guess he didn't like his job at NASA. So then he got called into a house exactly at 12 o'clock. And they said don't come later or don't come earlier, right?
What?
And then because he was super punctual, he got there exactly at 12, and the door was a little bit open.
Nighttime or daytime?
It was daytime. It was at like 3 o'clock in daytime, right? He opened the door, and then there was
it
a
12 o'clock or 3 o'clock?
I don't know. It's like I think it was 3 actually.
Oh, 3? Okay.
Yeah.
3 in the
And-
morning?
3 p.m.
No, it's like 3
Afternoon?
p.m. Yeah, afternoon.
Okay.
So what happened was because he heard noises, right? He opened the door a little bit. It was already open. He just opened the door a little bit, and the lady, she was just doing some like exorcism. And right away when he popped in, she just pointed at him, and then literally after that, he went back to his house, right? Because he was like, "Oh, I'm getting out of here. This is super scary," right? He dipped,
Yeah.
and then right after that, he was sitting in his house, and then he was just watching the TV, right? He would see freaking things just running across the room, and then he got his like cousins to come over, and then his cousins came over. They were just sitting, right? Then he's like, "Okay, come sit in this seat, because this is where you see it," right? They were just watching, and like right away they just look over there, and then they just see something move, right? And then little by little, they started hearing like more stuff. They started hearing like you know how like a truck just smashing into a house, it makes like a huge ass noise. They heard that all around the house, but nothing happened around the house. And then sometimes his bed would start shaking up and down, and he's been living with that whole like demon for like the past 18 years, literally.
Wow.
It's a real
This
story.
is like a real story.
It's a real story. He worked at NASA.
And he's
that guy.
not phased by it?
What were we
He
talking
said he's
about?
used to it now, but he said he could leave the house and like put it to someone else, but he doesn't want to make anybody else go through that.
Did he find out what happened to him and who did it?
Yeah, it was those people, but he said he doesn't know where they went anymore.
Did he try
Yeah,
to
so
talk
they
to the
basically
priest?
they purposely got him there just to put it on him.
Damn, that's cold.
That is, bro, exactly. Like what was that
What were we
person?
talking about?
Huh?
What were we talking about?
I don't know. It was just random people. Like they were just doing
It's a
like the
story.
exorcism on a guy,
Mhm.
and then right away when the NASA guy walked in, right? They did they were saying something and just spelled it onto him, like just pointed at him, and right away that guy just ran away because he's like I'm scared of this.
They pretty much moved the demon over from the person that was
Yeah.
getting access onto the
And I
NASA
was
guy.
like,
It
damn.
reminds me of a movie I've seen. I don't know if you guys seen VHS.
I have it.
If you guys haven't, that's a pretty good movie for Halloween too. VHS. So it's like lost tapes kind of thing. So one of the
okay.
tapes is these people, they're partying for Halloween. They're trying to sneak into a party, and it turns out they show up to an exorcism, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. And then the demon, they end up saving the girl, the demon girl. The demon girl leaves with them, bro. And they don't know she's possessed.
Oh shit.
That clip of the movie is pretty cool, even though it's fake. It was really
Yeah.
funny. It was crazy, bro. Yeah, check it out, VHS. But yeah, so he's cool with it now. The demon.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised.
homies
Like,
with it.
dude, imagine you live in that same house for 13 years, bro. He even got an actual paranormal guys to come over, right? And then something happened. They had a camera set up in the room, right? And like if something, even like a light goes through it, all the cameras just start recording. Like they just record and just point towards the thing, right? And then something happened, and they started hearing noises in that same room where like most of the activity would happen. And the cameras were recording, but they couldn't see anything. They just heard noises happening over and again. And then at nighttime, the guy came to like lay in his room, right? And then he just heard the bed would just get up, and they would just start shaking like this. And I was like, damn. And he's been living with that like for, I think he said 17 years or something like that. And I was like, that's a lot of time,
The thing
dude.
is, even if he leaves the house, he won't do anything because he's bewitched.
No, I think the house. Actually, yeah, he's the one who's yeah.
I was gonna say, for the thing you saw about it, did they have like lights with like green lasers?
Yeah.
I've seen this. So when they were running around,
Yeah.
the cousins,
Mhm.
they drew what it looked like, and it literally looked like
Yeah.
lizard goblin looking thing that was like
Yeah.
this big. And then why are you laughing? But
I
when
remember
okay,
the story someone told me. I gotta tell you.
oh okay.
Yeah, no,
But so when they're doing the camera thing with the lights that you're talking about,
Yeah.
they captured the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
The things, the goblin thingies, there was literally like speaking,
Yeah.
and then they were moving the camera. You couldn't see them, but the
Yeah.
cameras, the lasers were moving
Yeah,
with the sound that
it
you
was
would hear the
weird, dude.
footsteps.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That's just creepy. What were you gonna say?
Ah, bro, this is a funny ass story, bro.
Yeah.
The horror story?
Kinda, I guess you can call it that.
Oh.
But I have a homie I talked to at the gym. Shout out to you, bro. You know who you are if you're seeing this. But he said that one of his homies, I know that homie too, and he said that back, I don't know how long ago this was, back in the day, it was either his dad or his grandpa in Mexico. There was some kind of alien thing they saw, and they shot it, right? They thought they killed it.
Yeah.
So they decided to put it in a cooler.
What the hell?
Oh my god,
They,
that's cold.
they put it
Like
in
the
a
body,
cooler,
buddy.
right? They put it in a cooler,
Uh-huh.
and they leave. He goes to show, like, bring his friends back to show them, like, what he
Yeah,
shot and
yeah.
killed. It turns out, bro, that little shit dipped, bro. It escaped, and it killed the dog. And it escaped.
Oh,
And
shit.
they never saw it again.
What was it?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea.
To him, was it an alien? Did like it look like an alien?
I guess they said it was like a mini alien person, bro. Dude, he shot that shit and escaped.
Damn.
Wait, it got out the cooler. It was like, "Whoo," and then killed the dog. What do you think the dog was doing?
They don't know, bro.
You just said kill the
I don't
dog.
know. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah,
or not, bro.
how did he know everything?
Kill
But
the-
I just,
He's just telling what he heard, bro.
Imagine you're just like a dog. You just see a little green thing going, "Whoo," and then going to attack you.
It's a random ass story, bro.
Like, what's going on?
Bro, like, fucking putting it in a cooler, bro.
Yeah.
It was like back in the
I'd
days,
just let
bro.
it die,
You didn't
bro.
know where to fucking
Yeah.
put that shit.
Yeah,
He should have carried that little shit, bro.
carried it to his house.
He should have locked the cooler just in case, and then carried it with him.
What if that shit broke through anyways? You don't know what it was.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
I know, but he trusted a cooler. He trusted a cooler.
Get it? Because honestly, when you're in that situation, you're like, whatever, I killed
Yeah.
it, you know it's dead. But I
You
don't
gotta
know. I
make
don't know
sure
if
it's dead,
I
buddy.
don't even know if
No,
it's a true
that's
story,
scary.
but it's a funny ass story,
Yeah.
bro. There's a lot of scary stories. I just gotta remember some of them because it's been a long time since I
Yeah.
visited them.
Mhm.
But you guys, since we're on the topic of witchcraft, you guys believe in witches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
witches.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the witches, the old ladies or ladies that practice witchcraft or curses. I'm talking about like charelan. You guys heard of chareas?
Today's are
Yeah, they
like,
are witches, right?
I don't know. They're not really witches. They're like
They're like some kind of. They're kind of like jinns, except like the female counterpart.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
female
for us like a booth and a trade basically,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
A ghost and like a girl
Like a
ghost.
female.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghost, yeah.
And then, dude, for ours, it's basically that their feet are usually backwards. And
Yeah, we believe that.
Yeah,
same
their
thing,
feet are
yeah.
usually backward, and they're usually like facing down, and
Yeah.
their face is like okay. At least from what I've seen from movies, their face is like fully like messed up.
Messed up. Yeah, like nothing used to really scare me that much except those stories about
Dude,
them.
yeah.
The way my uncles used to tell me,
Mhm.
like about their feet being backwards and stuff. Imagine, bro, you see someone walking, you're like, what the hell? Why are you
Well,
walking
that's-
weird? You
that's
look down,
scary.
their feet are backward.
That's what they say. Like if you ever see someone at nighttime, always look at their feet first. Like if it's like a, because if it's backwards, dude, run.
Yeah, bro, like you don't want to mess with that shit. That's why I'll probably get more like stories into that, but that's one thing we believe is pretty scary, dude.
Yeah.
Talking about this stuff is making all these guys look around all paranoid right
Well,
now.
every car I hear, I'm like,
Bro, I swear to God, there was, I don't know, I just saw some lights while we were talking about the gin stuff, dude. Like right here, I swear. It was
Like
like
orbs?
it was like twitching white. I don't know if this guy saw it.
I saw
but
it too. I thought it was this.
I thought it was that, dude. Like, I have chills. I'm just trying to
We
get
were,
home now.
we were talking about aliens too, right?
Yeah.
Cause what was it?
Oh, what are you gonna say?
Cause we were talking about like something scary. Do you guys believe that orbs are like they like represent like like
They
fun
might
stuff?
be, from what I've
What's the
seen.
orbs?
Like
the
the
little
orb
lights.
white lights.
Supposedly they're like the little ghosts moving around, but they
You know, you
show
see
us
all
as
the,
on
all
camera.
the, you know, Ghost Hunters, the TV show.
I'm excited for the next episode.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for
Alright,
watching.
we're gonna head out.
Take a leak.
We'll see you
Good
guys
episode.
on the next episode.
Good episode.
Peace out.